Welcome to the Texas Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Before we get started with our presentation, just a few quick housekeeping items. The first is that attendees are welcome and encouraged to ask questions of our panelists at any time utilizing the Q&A feature. Also, just a reminder that your camera and microphone are turned off, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you. There is one other block of sessions this evening, so please feel free to sign up for them at the same website where you signed up for this session. And about 1 week from today, a recording of the session will be available on that same registration website. But without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our first panelist, which will be University of Dundee.
There we go. I just struggled to unmute myself there. Let me just put it into full screen for my presentation. That's me ready to go. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for coming along to this fair and listen to us talk. I'm Joe McKinney, and I'm going to briefly talk about Scotland, but also studying at the University of Dundee. I prepared a very brief general presentation, so hopefully if you have any questions, please do ask them. So first of all, I think I would start with why studying in Scotland. Scotland as a study destination is a very popular one with international students and particularly students from the US. Scotland is a place that many people might not see as a sort of like very cultural country, but we have lots of sort of strong sort of arts and culture scenes around Scotland, and obviously you'll hear from Vanessa at the Glasgow School of Art, so you'll hear a bit more about that as well. Obviously, Scotland, a lot of people think it's synonymous with being beautiful. One of my favourite parts is that everyone is so friendly. We do love to have a chat in Scotland. Obviously have a long history, and we have a range of different festivals that go on throughout the year. One of my favourite parts is the flexible degree structure, which is very similar to the liberal arts system, where you get to take a range of different subjects, generally at most Scottish universities. The city of Dundee then, we are situated 1 hour north of Edinburgh, so I'm sure a lot of people have heard of Edinburgh or Edinburgh, as my old American flatmate used to say. The city itself is quite small, about 150,000 people live there, but about 1 in 7 of the population of Dundee are students. So it's very much a student city, and we have a lot going on for students. We are the UK's first and only UNESCO City of Design, and we've had some cool accolades. So like GQ magazine said we're Britain's coolest little city, and we actually are one of the best places to live in Scotland, or the Sunday Times says we are the best, and we are the sunniest city in Scotland as well. So guaranteed sunshine for about 66 days, which is lovely. Dundee is a city of discovery. It is our UK nickname. We surprisingly have come up with a lot of different inventions, things that might surprise you, that you can see on the screen. So aspirin, for example, it's a well-known drug and taken widely across the world, was developed in Dundee. The presentation that you're looking at this on, LCD technology, was developed in Dundee. A whole host of other things like radar, ATMs, the adhesive postage stamp, marmalade, and then also a video game, Grand Theft Auto, that was originally developed in Dundee. And we have a whole range of other things which you may not have known was actually developed in conjunction with the university and the city itself. We do a range of different subjects. So I know the different universities you'll see in this session do some other subjects, but we do a huge range of subjects: art and design, business, dentistry, medicine, life sciences. Then we've got more sort of soft sciences like social sciences, We do health sciences, education. We have near enough the whole works. If you are interested in looking at any of these subjects further, you can scan the QR code there, and that will take you to our prospectus, and you can have a look at any sort of subjects that we have in detail. A little bit about the university. We do perform well in different league tables. We are top 20 in the UK and top 250 in the world. We also pride ourselves on our student satisfaction. So we have been in the top 15 in the UK for student satisfaction for the past sort of 5 or 6 years. And we were the University of the Year in the UK for student experience last year. And we really do pride ourselves on students having a good time when they do come to Dundee. Our university is a city centre campus. So the campus is situated in the city centre, probably about a 5-minute walk away. Everything that you need is on campus. It's very, very safe. We have 24-hour security and cameras and everything like that. And it's generally only students that are on the campus. We have at any one time around about 15,500 students on campus and then about 2,500 off campus. So roughly just over 17,000 students. But yeah, as I've said, everything on campus is there for you. Halls, sports, lectures, everything can exist on there. So that was a whirlwind tour. If you do have any questions, please do feel free to ask, any general ones or specific. I am covering for my colleague Grant, so you can scan the QR code. We love a QR code at Dundee. You can scan that for Grant's details, but obviously you can take down my details as well. Thank you for listening, and obviously take any questions in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, University of Dundee. Up next this evening is the Glasgow School of Art.
Okay, so that's me. I'll just get the presentation on the screen and I can get myself sorted. You always think you're ready to go and then you find that you weren't actually. So you've got the second Scottish institution up this evening. Grant from the University of Dundee. Joe from the University of Dundee. Dundee over in the east of Scotland, as Joe said, sunnier part of Scotland than Glasgow, which is on the west coast. And the Glasgow School of Art is quite a different institution than the University of Dundee. As you could see, they're quite a large university with lots of different subjects. And we are a small specialist art school with just a few subjects and only 2,500 students. We are about 170 years old, and we've been in the place that we are in the city of Glasgow in the centre for the last 110 years. So Glasgow, as I said, is on the west coast of Scotland. It's Scotland's largest city. So it's got around about 650,000 inhabitants in the city metropolitan area, and then around another 650,000 in and around the city, which in total makes up about a third of the population of Scotland. So it's quite cosmopolitan, it's quite urban, but you've also got easy access to the countryside. It's around about an hour on the train down to the coast, and maybe 25 minutes up north towards Loch Lomond and the Highlands and the great outdoors that you have in Scotland. Glasgow is quite an easy city to get around. We have a small metro system. The trains are orange and it's a circle line, so Glaswegians call it the Clockwork Orange. And you'll find that, like other parts of Scotland, Glaswegians have a very good sense of humour. They're very outgoing and very welcoming. I'm trying to go backwards. So our creative disciplines, we have 5 main schools at the art school. The 3 top ones here are the more traditional ones, the ones that have been around for a lot longer, and the bottom two are the new ones, and they're also a little bit smaller. So we'll have a look at the programs of study that we offer, and you can see here the list of programs that we offer. We offer very specialist programs because we're a small specialist institution. The degree programs in Scotland are 4 years in duration. So you would come directly from high school into a specialist degree program. We have 2 programs which have a 4-year or a 5-year option, because if you go straight through the 5-year option, you go straight through to a master's, and that's in product design engineering, which we offer with the University of Glasgow, and in product design. And the 5-year version of that program is quite special because you get to spend the 3rd year and the 4th year of the program in a different European art school. So it's really quite a mobile program in that sense. For students that don't know exactly what they want to study when they leave school, which is quite common, we also offer an international foundation program, which is an alternative 1st year, which would lead you into 2nd year of the programs of study. And because our admissions is based mainly on portfolio, we do also offer portfolio preparation programs. These in normal years are on campus. We do a full-time one between September and January, and we also do short courses in the summer. And this year we are also offering short courses online. So studying at art school is a little bit different than studying at university, in that the emphasis of the way that you learn is on learning through making. So it's a very hands-on approach. We offer students their own studio space on campus, so they get to use that. And around about 80% of the curriculum is actually delivered in that studio space through students making on campus. The other 20% is looking at the history and the social context of fine art or design or architecture or whatever it is that you happen to be studying. We are quite an international art school. We have around about 30% of our students that come from out with the UK. And we send out quite a lot of students on exchange programs. So around about 20% of students will take part in a mobility program in their 3rd year of study, where they will go abroad for a semester. So students get access to workshops if they're making technical work, and you can see that these students here have the correct PPE on to keep them safe while they're using the workshop. Everybody will get an induction into using the equipment safely, so that you can be confident that you're making work without doing yourself a damage. And like most universities in the UK, we also have halls of residence. This is what you would normally call dorms in the US. And these in the UK generally are single study bedrooms. We have a mixture of ones with your own bathroom, which is the majority, and ones where you would share a bathroom with another student. And they are all with us self-catering, which means that you get to use a kitchen and a living space alongside your flatmates. And you have to cook all your own food, so we don't offer a meal plan. At the end of a degree in creative arts, you would usually have a degree show. This year that was done online, which means that you can look at that from the US as well. We accept applications through the UK's common application process, which is called UCAS. And subsequently to that, we ask you to upload a portfolio directly to us. And then we do like to interview students as well as part of the application process. So that's all from me. You can go onto our website to register an interest. You can follow us on Instagram, social media, etc., whatever you want, or you can ask questions here too. So thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Glasgow School of the Arts. Moving on to our next presenter this evening, we have Roches Global Hospitality Education.
Hello, everybody. My name is Felix, and I work for Roches, a global hospitality education school. We're a school based in Switzerland that focuses in degrees for the hospitality and business industry. We are very well known for the traditional hospitality industry. If you're interested in working with hotels, with restaurants, travel, and event management. But we're more focused in preparing the students and give them the skills to really compete in the international experience economy. We believe it's important for students to be prepared to adapt, to change, to work with technology, to work with artificial intelligence in a way where human empathy allows them to succeed. So about 45% of our students work in traditional hospitality industry, and about 55% work in other industries of the service and experience economy. Our students, develop a lot of human skills, personal skills. We focus on giving them the emotional intelligence and the creativity and innovation to work in groups, to collaborate, and to do the right decision making in the service and experience industry. We have relationships, and our students work with companies from all over the world, not only in the hospitality industry, but as you can see in the banking sector, technology sector, and sports management sector. Roches, our university, has 3 main campuses. Our main campus is in Switzerland, with 2 additional campuses in Spain and in China. During your degree, you can study in 1 campus, 2 campus, or the 3 campus. This is our campus in Switzerland. It has about 1,200 students from over 95 nationalities. Not one single nationality, it's over 15% of the total population. It's a very diverse campus. Our second campus is in Marbella, in the south of Spain. It's a beach location, it's like a beach resort. We have here about 800 students from 60 nationalities. And our last campus is in Shanghai, in China, big city, about 1,000 students from 25 nationalities. So it is a great opportunity to study in the mountains, in the beach, and in the city. We are fully accredited in the United States, even though we're based in Europe. We are regionally accredited in the US, so your degree has the same academic values if you studied in any university in the United States. And we are generally regarded amongst the top 3 schools in the world for hospitality management. We only offer 1 degree. It's a Bachelor of Business Administration in Global Hospitality Management. It's a 3.5-year program, equivalent to a 4-year program in the United States. Out of those 3.5 years, you do 2.5 at school and 1 full year of working internships. Semester 2 and semester 5, you can go do working internships all over the world. You can take our program, the full program in Switzerland, the full program in Spain, or you can combine campuses, move between Switzerland, Spain, and China, and you can notice the UK flag because you can also do 1 or 2 semesters at our sister school in London, Glasgow Institute of Higher Education. So our students will end up studying and working in 3 to 5 countries during their degree. So if you're interested in an international business career, this may be the right pathway for you. This is an example of some of the internships our students do in semester 2. And here we have an example of some of the internships our students do in the 2nd semester. Our program offers specializations. We currently have 4 specializations in entrepreneurship, marketing, finance, and resort management. We are very focused in preparing the students to work, to get to their profile, to be people who love enjoying and who love to be in contact with people, to help others. Hospitality is about service. And additionally, we want to prepare you to work with technology and to prepare for the 21st century. So we give you the human skills, we give you the service skills, but we also help you to prepare. We give you classes and networking and sponsoring programs with technology, robotics, face recognition, blockchain, to prepare you to compete in the real world. It's a very international business degree with opportunities all over the world. All classes are taught in English, but you always have the option of learning other languages. We do offer classes, languages in French, German, Italian, Spanish, and Mandarin. I am available to answer any questions you may have. You can scan here, or you can email me or call me. Please don't hesitate to send us any questions you may have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Laroche. Our next presenter, Franklin University, looks like may not be joining us tonight, so we are going to move on to Falmouth University.
Great, thank you so much, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great TACAC with the sessions. It's a little bit busy in the background, so I do apologize. I've had some internet difficulty, but it's all good now. So do apologize for the background noise. But Falmouth University, we are creative industries focused university. So what does that mean? We work with you on, we have programs that give you that industry experience. And the thing is, the creative industries in the UK is the fastest growing sector. So it connects creative practitioners, researchers, and innovators with a raft of social challenges and opportunities. So we help you diversify yourself, working across a range of spectrums to help you grow in the industry and knowledge. But this is my contact information below if you have any questions. But if, like I said, if you are really interested in the creative arts, creative industries, this is definitely the university for you. So just to tell you a little bit about Falmouth University, we were created as a School of Art in 1902. But we became an established university in 2012. We are a small, medium-sized university with under 5,000 students. So you do have that small community, you know, it's like a small, medium-sized community, not too big, but you're able to meet new students, and it's the fourth safest university in England and Wales. We have two campuses that are 15 to 20 minutes apart on bus, and students can access both facilities at both campuses. So the other great thing about Falmouth, besides that we are creative industries focused, is our location. We are a small coastal town right off the coast of Southwest England, and it's a beautiful student life. And Falmouth is located in Cornwall, which is a beautiful county in England where a lot of people go to, for vacation. So if they, there's so many different things that people and students can do, such as hiking, surfing, boating. So our students are very active, and they get to experience these really great opportunities that you normally wouldn't have exposure to being in a city. We're approximately 5 hours away from London by train, but the closest airport is Newquay, which is about 40 minutes away from Falmouth. And as an international student, which you'd be classified as, we offer a free airport collection service to all of our first-year international students at Heathrow. Now, we have 9 diverse departments, all ranging in the creative arts, and we have about 60 undergraduate degrees. So these 9 different departments, they all merge with industry experience, industry focus. So we have Academy of Music and Theater Arts, School of Entrepreneurship, Fashion and Textiles Institute, Games Academy, Institute of Photography, School of Architecture, Design and Interiors, School of Art, School of Communication, School of Film and Television. But some of our students, some American students, they love a lot of students attract to the theater, film, photography, but there's a really amazing, eclectic, diverse departments that are very active, proactive, and really give you that hands-on experience when you first arrive. Now, because this is a creative industries university, this is a very vibrant creative community that you are a part of. So you are able to have that access working with different creative individuals. For example, if you're in dance and you need your piece to be filmed, well, there's film students on campus that are very passionate about their subject. Which is really great. So you have these collaborative opportunities within different students. The other thing I want to say is, because we're very industries focused, students, when they arrive, they have hands-on facilities that professionals use outside of the university. We even have studios and equipment that professionals come to Falmouth to rent out, which they have the opportunity to. So this is like we were saying, we are very creative industry focused, and having that experience is really important to us. So just to tell you about life in Falmouth, it's very affordable. Cornwall is one of the cheapest counties to live in the UK. Transport and entertainment are affordable, and because Cornwall is such a touristic place, there's plenty of part-time jobs that are available. And if you have a student visa, you can work up to 20 hours during term time, but during non-term time, you can work up to 40 hours a week. The university also employs students on a part-time basis, cafeteria, cafes, cleaning, or student ambassadors, but there's so many other opportunities. And just want to point out, that our degrees, we have 2-year degrees, 3-year degrees, and 4-year degrees. But because we're in England, the standard is 3-year bachelor's degrees. So if you're interested, you know exactly what you want to study, again, Falmouth is a great option. So we have rolling admissions at Falmouth, and you can apply in both places, either UCAS or through Falmouth's free online application. The great thing is ACTs, SATs, and APs are not required. And we would need your high school transcript, essay, personal statement, portfolio, and interview. But the portfolio and interview is very important. So that is a big chunk of your application that we look at. But if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach me at the contact details below. We'd love to chat with you further.
Thank you very much, Falmouth. And our final presenter this evening will be EHL.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Daniel Flores, and I'm here representing EHL. We go by 3-2-1 model, and the 3 stands for the locations, which is what you see on your screen. On the left-hand side, we have our main hub in Lausanne, Switzerland, in the French-speaking part. In the middle is Passau, Switzerland, and on the right-hand side is Singapore. First thing to note is you do not need to know the local language. The program is taught entirely in English. We have 2 pathways, which stands for the academic and professional. To make it super simple, the professional pathway is really for somebody keen into culinary arts and hotel operations specifically. Now, the academic pathway is for somebody looking more into business. Now, the 1 in the 3-2-1 model stands for the amount of degrees that we offer. We offer 1, and it's a Bachelor's of Science in International Hospitality Management. Now, to be clear, hospitality is not just hotels and restaurants. Once again, hospitality is not just hotels and restaurants. This is the service industry, which is 1 in 10 jobs globally. So if you're looking for a global career, this may be a great option for you. So moving on, as far as student life goes on campus, we have over 120 nationalities represented. About 84% of our students know 3 or more languages. We don't say that to scare you or intimidate you. It's just a fact, and you're also going to be knowing 3 or more languages by the time you graduate. We do also have dual accreditation by the Swiss government and the US government. So what that means for you is that you can work and you can continue your education worldwide. We are proud to announce that for the 3rd year in a row, we've been ranked as the world's #1 hospitality and leisure management program. We're consistently in the top 5. But this year, we also became ranked in the top 5 business schools in Switzerland. So definitely a huge accomplishment. We are also the first and only school with a Michelin star training restaurant, and we've held our Michelin star for 2 years in a row. So definitely a lot of great things happening on campus. Now, as far as what the campus looks like, the rendering behind me plus what's on your screen is of our Lausanne campus. Very modern, very minimalistic. We have 2 brand new apartment buildings, 3 brand new dorms. We're working on our sports facility right now. It's going to be an indoor gym, indoor pool, indoor spa, more food outlets. So there's a lot more room to move around and to also have different food options. This is also the quintessential European experience. In a 3-hour flight from Geneva, Switzerland, you're in 36 different countries. So if you want to hop on a plane and go to Germany, Spain, Italy over the weekend, you can do that. So it's a great way for you to travel while you're in school. Now, if you're looking for a different experience, that's where we also have our Singapore campus. And this is a great opportunity for you to get exposure to the Asian market as well. Singapore is almost like the Switzerland of Asia, very small in size, but packed with expatriates that are either living or working there. So you get the multicultural experience on and off campus. On the fun side of things too, you get 17 different countries within a 3-hour flight. So if you want to go to Bali, Phuket, Ho Chi Minh over the weekend, you can do that as well. The landscape's going to be very different, more hot, humid, but also because you're closer to the equator, but foodie destination. So if you want your Michelin star lunch for $15, you get that at our Singapore campus. So as far as our program goes, it's a 4-year degree. So in it is 1 year of internship. We offer 2 6-month internships and we offer them all over the world. The whole point is to give you real life experience that will then help you when you go to apply for jobs. So first 6 months, you switch off courses every single week. Then immediately after that, you have your first 6-month internship worldwide. Then you come back to either Lausanne or to Singapore, and you take 3 semesters of business courses, hospitality courses, and language courses. We offer German, French, Russian, Mandarin, and Spanish. Then after that, you apply those 3 semesters into your second 6-month internship. Same deal, anywhere around the world. Then you come back for your final year to take some elective courses, some advanced theory courses, and you actually finish off the program being a consultant. So you have 4 options. Solve a problem for a real company by yourself, solve a problem for a real company with up to 5 others. You develop your own business plan because we have a startup incubator on campus, or number 4, you do a research thesis. No matter what you choose, you present this to your entire graduating class, and this is what leads us to have 96% of our students get a job within 6 months of graduation. That's the highest of any school offering this program worldwide. Now, once again, hospitality is not just hotels and restaurants. This is what our alumni do. 47% go into the traditional hotels, restaurants, airlines, spas, cruise ships, whatnot. But like I mentioned, because this is a business program, this will prepare you for the business world. Banking, accounting, NGOs, education, healthcare, health and beauty, luxury goods, retail, real estate, anything where you're working with people, a hospitality professional is always needed. Another thing we're very proud about is we have over 30,000 alumni working in over 150 countries. 1 in 3 jobs offered upon graduation is offered via our alumni. So we have one of the most extensive alumni networks worldwide. Once again, to prove the point, these are all companies that hire our students, whether it's for internships or full-time jobs. You'll notice anything from banking, luxury goods, consumer goods, 4- and 5-star hotels, airlines, and whatnot. So this is a small sample of our 7,000 industry partners. Finally, we have a 3-phase admissions process. We are on the Common App, and we do offer several financial aid options. So if you have any questions, you can take a picture of this. This is my contact info, and I'm more than happy to help out. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Great. Thank you very much, EHL, and thank you to all of our great presenters this evening. We do have a few minutes remaining, and so certainly for the sake of attendees who may watch this online later, why don't we just do a quick round of questions here ourselves. Perhaps we can start out with the following, kind of an open question. You can go with it where you want. What's one thing that you did not have time to cover in your presentation this evening that you'd like to quickly talk about? Perhaps something about your town or some event on campus. I leave it up to you. So we'll go in the same order. So why don't we start with Dundee?
Excellent. This is a great question. I like it. So yeah, I would just like to say that the universities in Scotland and in Dundee, our degree structure is very flexible, as I alluded to in my presentation. It's very similar to the liberal arts system. Actually, the liberal arts system was based off the Scottish education system. Like, we must be doing something right with our education. For example, when I studied, I did mathematics, but I had the opportunities to take English and economics, computer science, and ended up just with my maths degree. But I could have went in a completely random direction. So I would just say, generally in Scotland and in Dundee, you're not locked into anything. You get multiple options, and you can make your mind up when you're here studying at the university.
Great, thank you. Glasgow School of Art.
Yeah, so we have on campus every year, we have two fashion shows actually. One for undergraduate students in February, where the students design the garments, both textiles and fashion students, but they also get put into teams to actually sell the tickets, get the models, organize the makeup, etc. So that's kind of one of the biggest events on campus that I enjoy. I think one of the things that students probably enjoy a lot is Halloween. Halloween is a really big thing in Scotland, the same as it is in the US. I'm actually English, so for me, Halloween is like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, it is quite a big thing in Scotland, and you'll see quite a lot of students at the art school who will be kind of dressed up all day on Halloween. So.
Great, thank you. Roches?
Yeah, I just would like to add that studying in Europe in general, anywhere in the countries that we offer, it's just an amazing experience, and you should be open to expand your borders, your frontiers, and try new places. Europe is safe, it's fun, there's everything you can do, and it's a great experience. Switzerland is a very safe country. It's incredible for outdoors activities. And if you really want to acquire skills that differentiate from other US students, try going to Europe.
Great, thank you. Falmouth?
Yeah, I would say that one thing I forgot to mention is that we are, because we're a beachside town, we do have accommodation right off the beach, which is incredible. And you have your own room. You're not sharing a room with any other students. And a lot of them are en suite, which means that you have your own bathroom, shower. But all of our flats have a kitchen. And you know, the students are self-catered. We do have meal plans though, but self-catered, like Vanessa was saying earlier, it means that you would have to cook on campus. But a lot of, you know, it's common in the UK. Don't get worried about that, and you can learn to know how to cook when you come over.
Great, thank you. EHL?
Yeah, something that makes EHL unique is this is actually our dress code. We wear suits every single day, and it's really just to prepare people for the real world. If you've never worn heels before, you're going to figure out how to do it and feel comfortable doing it. If you've never tied a tie before, you're going to be able to do the full wings or half wings or whatever you want to do. But it's just so that way, when you do go into those interviews, you feel confident and you're just showing your best self instead of worrying, oh, did I, iron my shirt correctly or whatnot. And it kind of goes back to what a lot of people were saying with Europe. With mainland Europe mostly, it's a little bit more structured to where people know what they want to study when they go there. But also it's because Europe also tends to take things a little bit more, I guess I'll say a little bit more serious and a little bit more focused in that sense. So for the person that knows what they want to do, Europe is definitely a great opportunity.
Hey, thank you. And last question, this is open. You do not have to answer this if you do not want to, but For the sake of people who may watch in this video later, what is one frequently asked question that you get from international applicants that you'd like to address now and for the masses forever who watch this later on YouTube? And we can go back in that same order, but no pressure. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest questions I get anyway is about safety. So I would just say like, yeah, generally Europe actually is a very safe place. Generally, you don't have anything to worry about when you're there. Most universities will have like campus security, all those sort of things, like the things you'd expect. They are there, and generally in the UK as well. Yeah, crime rates depend on where you are, but when you are here, like the universities do care a lot about you and your welfare, and they have a lot of things there for you. So the question I get is about safety. You don't have to worry about that at all.
I'll add something. I usually have people ask me, do I need to know French to go there? The answer is no, you don't need to know anything. The program's taught entirely in English, but when you study in Europe, you should be open to learning another language. So kind of the three key tenets that I usually say for being a good quality candidate for studying abroad, period, meaning doing your degree abroad, not a semester. Number one, you love and appreciate culture. Number two, you love and appreciate language and you want to learn another language. And number three, you want to travel. If you meet all three, Europe, beautiful option.
I'd just add as well that one of the things that we quite often get asked is about healthcare. And we haven't mentioned, but I mean, as international students in the UK, you pay a small amount when you apply for your visa, and that gives you access to the National Health Service alongside all other students, all other citizens, so you don't have to pay for any of your healthcare. And particularly in Scotland, medicines, etc., that you get on prescription are also free. So that's a real benefit to coming to Europe to study, or to the UK particularly to study.
Okay, great. Thank you to all of our panelists this evening. Before we end this session, just a few quick housekeeping items. Obviously, thank you attendees for joining us. As you close this window, you will receive a very quick 4-question survey. They ask you to take a minute and complete. There is one other block of sessions tonight, so please feel to sign up for those. And about 1 week from today, a recording of this session will be available on that same registration website. But again, thank you to everybody and to all of our students. Good luck in your college search. Have a great night.